What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going over some new information about later in The Flash Season 8. So guys, the next episode of The Flash, that being episode 8, appears to be the start of the next graphic novel with this quote-unquote fire meta, as said in the episode 9 synopsis. Now guys, I did already go over the episode 9 synopsis in my last Flash Season 8 teaser video. However, I will read it one more time for you guys. So it says, Barry and Team Flash get closer to figuring out the fire meta, but no closer to finding him. Meanwhile, Iris, needing a distraction, follows a story to Coast City. But guys, we also have the episode 8 trailer to break down. So the trailer starts with Barry going up against a meta that's actually returning from Season 4 who had fire powers in that one episode where Iris becomes a speedster. If you guys remember that, it wasn't really the best episode, but yeah, that meta is returning. Anyways, Barry defeats him, but when he's being arrested, he says he didn't do anything. So Barry then says that this doesn't feel right and that he's going to clear his name. As we see flashbacks of Barry's dad going to jail as well, that's going to be pretty cool to see. It seems like in this episode we're going to have a lot of callbacks to Season 1, so I'm really excited for that. And also in this episode, I hope they mention that Barry never really cleared his dad's name. Thawne basically did it for him, and he wants to, do for this guy what he couldn't exactly do for his dad. I think that would be a very good thing to add into this episode. But nonetheless, it'll be great to see Barry doing more CSI work. I thought we would get a lot more of that in the last episode, episode 7, but, we didn't get as much as I thought. A lot of people really hated last episode. I didn't think it was, awful, but I definitely thought that, there was no need for that episode, but I still thought it was, somewhat entertaining in some parts. And then at the end of the trailer, we get a little throwback to when Barry had his mom's case up on his board, but this time it's to clear this new guy's name, this old fire meta from Season 4, who obviously no longer has his powers, if you guys remember that episode. But anyways, it's going to be really cool to see all these callbacks to Season 1, as I just mentioned, that board. We're also going to have, some flashbacks, like I said before, of Barry and his dad getting arrested, so all that's going to be really, really cool to see as well. And guys, don't worry, I'm pretty sure the Season 4 fire meta that's returning is not going to be the fire meta that's presumably the villain of this next graphic novel. That would be extremely lame, but yeah, obviously, that's not going to be happening. Anyways, what I'm thinking with this new fire meta is that he will frame this former fire meta from Season 4, and that will lead to Barry clearing this old fire meta's name and finding out who this fire meta is, like the new one, to get this new graphic novel started. So guys, we also have the episode 10 synopsis for this season. So it says, Barry's desire to keep Team Flash safe is tested when Frost recklessly courts danger as she tries to stop the Black Flame. Meanwhile, Iris tries to help a teen girl reunite with her mother, but unintentionally does more harm than good. Now guys, there is a Black Flame in the comics. However, I don't think she's going to end up being the villain on the Flash, because in the comics, Black Flame is a Kryptonian, which really wouldn't make any sense to be the villain on the Flash. So yeah, I guess Black Flame is going to be the name of this fire meta that's presumably going to be the villain of this next graphic novel. But now in the second half of the synopsis, it says Iris tries to help a teen girl reunite with her mother, but unintentionally does more harm than good. Now this, I think, is definitely a reference to Phantom Girl, who will most likely be appearing in episode 9, which is titled Phantoms, so I would assume that's going to be her debut. I'm actually really excited to see, if she's going to be a good character. And in the comics, she can basically fly, phase, and fight. That's about it. So I guess that'll be pretty cool to see on the show as well. But anyways, going back to this fire meta, we still have this set photo here, which shows someone with a quantum splicer, which, if you guys don't know, is obviously what Firestorm used to basically combine and then separate. So maybe this guy is going to be the Black Flame. I think that's definitely possible. And hopefully all of this will eventually lead into Ronnie Raymond's return. Of course, he will be in 2 episodes this season. Episode 11 is confirmed for him to appear. But the other episode he'll be in is still unknown at the moment. I'm a little bit skeptical of the Black Flame, but hopefully he'll end up being a good villain. Obviously, I was a bit skeptical of Bloodwork before Season 6, but he ended up being a great villain, so hopefully the same thing happens here with Black Flame. But anyways, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as your thoughts on all this new information, this new villain, the Black Flame. Comment all your guys' thoughts on that down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.